Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on Visual Gamer. Now, as the title suggests, you're probably wondering what in the world this video is about. In this video, we'll be talking about the meta and how to take advantage of it so that you can do the best you can on the battlefield. So as of right now, if you don't already know, the meta is flashes. Now, there are 3 agents that mainly have flashes. We have Breach, Phoenix, and Skye. Now, of course, there is Reyna, but hers is more of a pop flash that does like nearness and doesn't actually blind them. The main thing we're going to be talking about is literally when you get flashed by a Breach, a Skye, or a Phoenix Curveball. Now, I think it can be very hard sometimes to understand the meta when you haven't really been affected by it. And that's why I want to show you guys some gameplay up here of getting flashed by a Breach. Whenever you get flashed by a Breach, it is probably one of the most annoying things ever. I mean, he can literally flash you through a wall, you could get blinded for about 2 seconds, and he can peek you during that time and just completely kill you while you can literally not see anything. And that's super, super powerful. Think of it this way. If someone is holding a tight angle on you, all you have to do is flash them, peek it, and that's a free kill. And that's what's so good about the flash meta right now. The biggest problem right now with the flash meta is definitely that there's no one to counter it, right? Unlike Jett, how you can literally just shoot her while she's, doing her dash, or Omen, you can hear the sound. Flashes, like when the flash comes at you, you can do absolutely nothing about it, even if you know it's coming. Yes, you can look away, but most of the time it's going to hit you, especially Breaches. These go through walls, so you really don't know when to expect these. I mean, you can, be slowly peeking a corner on a Breach, he can flash you, and that is a free kill. Did I also forget to mention that these flashes have incredible range? One flash in a really well-positioned spot can basically flash entire bomb sites, which is absolutely radical. And that just shows how powerful the flashes are. Now, in particular, I gotta say Breach's flash is definitely the best. I mean, this thing can literally go through walls at most distances. If we look at Phoenix's flash, I definitely think this is the weaker one of all of them because it is a curveball, and I find it's very hard to control sometimes, and you have to be looking at the perfect angle. Whereas Breach's is super versatile and can be used on virtually any scenario. Skye's, on the other hand, is a little bit different. Hers just kind of takes skill, but once you learn how to use her, it is very useful. What's really good about Skye's flash is that it doesn't really flash your teammates, as it's more of a bird and you get to control where it goes manually, so it's usually going to be more accurate. I find I like to use Skye's flash when I'm pushing a site from a little bit farther away and I'm not too close yet, but also not too far away that I won't be able to get the flash off. All these flashes, as you can see, are very, very viable. Now, let's take a look at Reyna's flash for a second. Reyna's flash is actually pretty good. Now, the biggest problem with it is that opponents have to be looking at the actual orb to be affected by it. And if you don't place it in a good spot, oftentimes it can lead to the opponents not even being flashed at all and resulting in you dying. So, again, that's why I do believe that the flash meta really involves more of Breach, Phoenix, and Skye. So obviously one of the biggest things you can do is just look away. It can be very hard, as once you get flashed and you look away, you can't really do much. But I find it works best against the Phoenix Curveball. Right when he throws it, there's a little bit of time where it doesn't activate yet, and you can easily look away so the effect doesn't hit you as much. Again, take this with a grain of salt, as the flash, as said before, is the meta for a reason and it is very, very powerful. But try, if you can, against a Phoenix Curveball to look away. Then for the other ones, if we look at Skye's bird, her bird can easily be destroyed. The second that you see it coming, try to shoot at it, especially if it's coming from afar. This means you'll have a lot of time to shoot it before it actually detonates. And for Breach's flashes, he is by far the best flash because it goes through walls, can't be destroyed, it can't be looking away from. But the best thing to do if you know there's a Breach is try to play from afar. I know that when I'm on defense, I'll try to just stay on tower areas so he can't really flash me. And if I do see that flash, I'll quickly hide behind cover and then peek him after. Again, Breach is a very, very powerful agent. I mean, he literally has 3 of these. Now the last thing I would say is just keep track of how many flashes they've used. This can be super important because if you know they've used up all 3 of their flashes, like a breach or something, you can easily play more aggressive as they don't have anything to really counter you. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video today about the flash meta. We'll be keeping you guys up to date on all the different types of metas in the game, as well as more tips and tricks and guides on the way. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you